Hey James. It's been a while since I've had anyone else on these vlogs. We did some work today on getting exactly how the class, well, not exactly how the classes would work in our game, but a general idea.
Yeah, that's like, there's the ideal classes, there is what they will actually be, and then there's how classes actually work in programming, all three of which are completely different things, unfortunately.
Hopefully we'll be able to at least approximate what we want, even if we have to use bigger numbers than we want. Because the numbers in the end don't really matter.
As long as they're relative and to scale.
Yeah.
You can always just add an extra digit onto a boss's HP.
Yeah.
Or defense. Or anything.
Wow. Which defense?
Damn it. We have multiple ones of those.
Just two.
I'm just glad we're not trying to do something like Xenosaga. We're going to have laser, piercing, slashing, bludgeoning, as well as fire, thunder.
But we do have gravity and bacon.
We do have bacon. That'll be a minor point that is not connected to the plot.
In fact, it's not even going to be visible to normal game users.
Bacon.
There are only a few ways you'll know that our game has bacon damage in it. Read the book. We're going to publish all of our notes in a book, so people can follow this game from conception to birth.
From conception to birth.
And then watch this vlog because we mentioned it in this vlog.
Oh, and let's not forget the people who studiously take and go through every single thing in a game, because these people exist, and figure out, oh, well, if I use this item in this scenario, then it does some type of damage that is not visible to the user's eye, and then they'll like, I wonder if this is, and they won't be able to guess it's bacon, but they'll call it secret element C or something.
And then also people who go through the code line by line to figure out that it's bacon damage.
Yep. Bacon damage.
I think that the book or this vlog is going to be... Actually, no, because by the time our game comes out, this vlog will be, like, buried by another 150 videos.
It's true.
And, like, no one will watch it, so... We're not going to have anyone... No one will know from this vlog, so it'll probably be anyone who buys our book. Which will probably only be if people like the game.
If we ever finish the game.
That's the key word there.
Finishing. There are so many RPG projects online that you can look up. I mean, just look in open source RPG or RPG project with Game Maker, Visual Studio, XNA Studio. If nothing else, there's a good 100 different isometric systems.
101.
Ours isn't going to be isometric.
Oh, it isn't?
No. Isometric being like whenever you've got that catty corner view and the squares are sideways. Or not sideways.
Oh, you're talking...
Like you're looking at the corner of a chessboard.
Oh, okay.
One of my favorite types of games, by the way. Tactics.
We're
kind of top-down 2D general RPG. Fun in the image of original Final Fantasy, original Ultima. There is not going to be very much complexity in the way the game works. Mostly because the more complexity we add in, the more complexity we have to do, and none of us are prepared for that.
It's already probably more complex than we're prepared for.
Oh, I can tell you that already. I'm up for the challenge, though. I spent 5 hours programming Pong, and it didn't work the other day. Oh, yeah.
And then you make Quandra Pong, and it almost works.
Yep. The balls bounce off the pads.
That's still more than experience than I have. But I don't think it'll be that hard to learn. It'll be just that hard to get it working right.
Beautiful thing about code, for anybody who happens to watch this, is the fact that it's well, for some people it's enjoyable. The thing about it is learning how to do something is not hard. Learning how to get it to work is hard.
It's true.
Because it gets to one point you're asking yourself what the hell things do. They just appear out of nowhere. You're wondering why you're putting 2 dashes in front of the word init, followed by 2 dashes, followed by a line of code that brings handlers that you don't even know exist. But you know you put them there because it makes that line work.
And then all of a sudden you have bacon as a damage type.
Yep. You plug the thingy into the wall and all of a sudden it gives you light.
So that's the little epic of the continuing RPG, which we still haven't discussed anything about story, but I'm not going to worry about story until we have everything we want as far as gameplay-wise decided on.
There's going to be swords, lasers, and laser swords.
And magic, too. We can't forget about the magic, or the Kai, or the psionics.
We're trying to make this as unclassifiable as possible, which unfortunately just means fantasy.
Super science, fantasy, fiction.
Super science.
I like super science fantasy. That's what we're going to call it, super science fantasy. We're not trying to make it as unclassifiable as possible. We're trying to make it as obscene as possible.
Ooh, we also came up with a name for one of our villains. What was it? Oh, Wazorcer-Mancer... No. Wazorcer-Mancerok. No.
Wazorcer-Mancerok.
That might have been it. Wazorcer and Mancerok, yes.
Wazorcer-Mancerok.
One is Wazorcer, the other is Mancerok, and then later on they fuse together into Wazorcer-Mancerok. If you get it, then...
Then you really deconstructed those names and fill in a lot of blanks.
It's not hard whenever you think about it, but at the same time.
Leave your comments below. What does Wazorcer-Mancerok derive its name from? It shouldn't be that hard, but I doubt you'll get all 4. Or is it 5?
Wazorcer. Shh. It's 4 at the moment.
Yeah.
We suggested making it 5.
Okay, there are 4 things making up Wazorcer-Mancerok's name. Go down there and post what they are. Bye.